Hello again. Welcome back to European Autocraft Studios 944 Turbo project. Last week we did our holiday special. This is our New Year's special, even though it's sort of combined with the holiday, but now it's New Year's. And now we're going to go back because we have some awesome Christmas gifts that came from one of our amazing viewers, Jeffrey Gress, automotive engineer in Michigan. He sent us these parts for the 944 Turbo. I haven't opened them yet because I want to open them with you guys because this is for everybody to get this car done. I'm just so amazed that somebody would take the time to do this for us. It's just a big thank you to Jeffrey. Now, there's not always a chair around when you need one, but I got my trusty bucket. So we're going to sit here and open these up together and see what we got. I kind of have an idea, but I don't know it all. So let's take a look. Our most amazing New Year's special. Happy New Year, by the way. It is New Year's Eve, and yes, we are working. Well, we're working on the video. Not really doing a whole lot of work in the shop. As you can tell, I have a terrible cold, so stand back away from your the video because I don't want anyone to get sick. See what we got. Reminds me of Christmas Day. Ah, look at that. I don't know what parts are available new for this car, but thankfully, people like you guys and Jeffrey, you study this stuff. You're building cars all the time, and you're looking at these parts, and you know what's available and what isn't. So look at what we have. This is brand new. Coolant pipe. Brand new coolant pipe. Look at that. Very nice. I know where that goes. I just can't think of it right now. Wow. We all know where that goes. Since the other one was all crumbled and broken. This one is brand new. Nice, soft, pliable. Excellent. Oh, man. I couldn't imagine buying all this stuff for this car. Let's see. I just want to go play with this stuff now, but we have to finish opening. I haven't even showed the car yet. He doesn't even know. What do we have here? I swear, this is just like Christmas. This is amazing. Hoses for the turbo. Air intake hoses. Nice. Let's see. Yep. Turbo inlet intake manifold pipe. This one is, I think this is the one that connects to that one. And a lot of clamps. Nice. Okay. Hoses. This is amazing. How much more stuff is in? Wait till we get to the big heavy box. So excited. Everything's been carefully packaged. Wow. Just being an engineer, things are done just right. More coolant hoses. Excellent. Wow. This is all brand new Euro parts, which is a really good aftermarket. I think that's it. Anything else? Nope. All right. Let's move on to the big box. This is truly amazing. Jeff, thank you so much. Really appreciate this. The owner of the car is going to appreciate it because he's really tight. He's on a budget now. So he's going to struggle to get this car put together, and we're going to help him the best we can because we have a show to do. Speaking of shows, stick around for towards the end of the video. We're going to do another shop walk around, show you what we're doing in the shop and how we're going to progress and what we're going to do into the new year and new ideas and things. And I'd sure love your input on some of that stuff. Oh, a lot of stuff. I need this too. This is good. I'm going to save all that. Distributor cap and rotor. Nice. Freshen up our ignition. Timing covers, late style. Wow, look at that. Ours are all broken, as you saw before. Very nice. It's got the big new style for the automatic tensioner. Excellent. Excellent. Wow. This is amazing. Let's see if we have more packing material. Oh. I'd be happy with just the packing material. No, that's not true. Oh, there's a cylinder head in here. That explains why it's so heavy. Look at that. I guess you saw a video with the corroded cylinder head over there. This is a 944 turbo cylinder head. Oh, we have a spring shim in there. Extra. Those shims for the spring height adjustment. But these very nice. Very nice shape. Amazing. This is never expected anything like this from you guys. Thank you so much, Jeff. That's amazing because I think we're going to need this. The ceramic liners are in excellent condition. I have no idea what condition that's in because we haven't cleaned the corrosion off yet. So whatever we have that we can, after we're done, anything that we have that we can give to somebody that can use it, we'll definitely return the favor, whatever we have left over. But yeah, this is just amazing. We have, what else do we have? Oh, we have all the valves. Oil level sending unit for the oil pan. Water pump. Used water pump, probably not many miles on it. I will probably put a new water pump on there, but if this is a factory original one and not an aftermarket, we might be able to just rebuild it. Let's see, I like original parts. Rollers, seals, we got the seal drive on there. I don't know exactly what you call that. I'll have to look it up. They call it a bushing, I think. Yep, that's the spring shims. Through that. Rollers. I'm going to leave most of the stuff in the box. Oil pump. Oh, nice. Oil pump here with some. I'll show you this. Awesome. Oil pump. There's a little oil pump drive. Goes in here. Anybody that does some belt work and then has an oil leak later, I forget which two bolts it is, but you have to put sealer on them because the oil will seep through the bolt and down into the cover. Also, there's an O-ring that goes inside of here. I have to look at the book again, but I forget what side it goes on. The O-ring goes on here to prevent oil from seeping through the shaft. It stops it there. But, well, look, when we put it together, you'll see all that, and I'll have better information. This is great. Look at this. So we got a nice oil pump. I'll check the condition of both, see which one is best. This one looks good so far. to open it up and see. More valves. Balance shaft sprockets. We'll get these in the wet blaster and clean them all up, and because ours are kind of a mess. Oh, and the new tensioner, the new style tensioner. When you saw it, we took ours apart. It had the old style. That's an early '86 car. I forget what year this came out. I want to say '87. But that's nice. Look at that. Even the bearing's in really good shape. Totally quiet. We'll definitely update this to the new style tensioner. Again, thank you, Jeff. This is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Oil pickup. Very nice and clean. And more balance shaft sprocket. And the plates in the front and the bolts and all that. And I'll show you a neat trick and all that. I think I showed you already once how to determine where that goes to get the belt on perfect every time. But we'll go over that when we assemble the engine, which is going to be a little while away. This is great. Just more valves and rollers. Fantastic. Overwhelming how awesome this is to get these kind of parts. Stuff that we'd have to search for and probably spend a lot of money to get. Whether new or used, even if we buy them used, we don't know what condition they're in. Here, we don't even have to take a chance. So we can look them over, and Jeff says that those parts are all in very good condition. And the new parts were bought as duplicates. So instead of returning them or putting them on eBay or anywhere else, he offered them to us. So, heartfelt thanks, Jeff. This is great. So, we'll get all this stuff put away here, back on the shelves where they belong until we can sort out. And as we assemble the engine, we'll go through some of the stuff. Some of the stuff will get plated, and some of the stuff will get greased up, oiled, wet blasted. Maybe not in that order, but whatever it takes to get them looking good and brand new again. I want to update you around the shop a little bit, some of the projects we're working on. Again, kind of a short episode today, but I definitely wanted to do this. This is great. And I have to stop saying definitely. I'm sorry. But so if you want, we'll take a look around the back lot of European Autocraft Studios one more time to the end of the year finale. Come with me and see what other junk we have going on out here. Well, it's kind of the same, really. We have a little bit more part on the 280 SC Mercedes. That was the flood car up to the speedometer. I think we showed you that mess last time. That's still here. That's going to be here for a long time. We got most of the suspension apart now. Everything's getting painted, replaced, if it's necessary. The brake calipers, I don't even know if I'm going to get those pistons out. But I have a machine. I'll show you how that works with I made a pump, a hydraulic pump that actually forces the piston out. It's an old suspension pump from a BMW. Works great for those stubborn caliper pistons. More of a mess. We have to get organized next year. It's going to be my New Year's resolution. Hopefully we can stick to it and get everything more organized. We have a new toolbox. So one of this toolbox will be for all the threading stuff I have for the drill press, drill bits, tap and die sets. I have tons of time cert sets, stuff like that. Still our car, we haven't done much with this one yet. We did get the wiring harness. This was the flooded 991. We'll be showing you a little bit of that as we go in some other videos that we'll be doing. You guys will get the 944 videos on Saturdays, just like every Saturday. The other videos we do, like this car and some other stuff, some other projects we're working on, will be other times during the week. If you want to watch them, great. But you guys are my 944 guys. If you want to see more other stuff, it'll be there. MGB, rebuilding the transmission. That was a pile you saw on the bench already on the left side near the toolbox. It's actually a decent little car. Just rebuilding the transmission. Going to do some electrical work. I think you know this guy. He's out here basking in the sun. We painted Anthony painted the trolley for us. So kudos to him for doing a great job on that, so it won't rust. '65 Corvette. We did a lot of work on this car. Did a lot of air conditioning work. The oh, it's open. We did a lot of air conditioning work. AC was great. Compressor rebuilds. New hoses. We made hoses. It worked great. The car's been here for a little while because he doesn't have a garage to put it in since the hurricane. So we've been driving the car in and out of the shop and around, and we've been slowly seeing a puddle form underneath the evaporator case. If you can see, we had to do an evaporator on this car. So luckily that happened here, instead of while he's driving it and say, hey, you just fixed my air conditioning. And now the evaporator exploded. Yeah, so I'm glad it happened here. He's not ready to get the car back yet, so we can get this all done for him before he picks it up. So that's why this car is still here. What else we got? We can take a walk up front. We have an awesome Bentley I want to show you, a Bentley Azure. It has the 6.75 liter engine in it that has been in production, I think, 61 years? 61 years, and they just retired. So my 76 Rolls Royce is back here. One's a 75, one's a 76, has the same engine block. As they went through the years, they modernized with more turbos. The turbo, they had one big turbo, I think in '88 was a Bentley 8, and then it went on to the product line was the Azure was the convertible, and the Anage has this engine in it. But in the Azure, twin turbocharged, twin intercooled, amazing engine. If you look at the engine block down inside, it looks just like the 1976 engine. 61 years, and they finally retired it. We'll go up front and take a look at that. So this is a 2009, fairly late. Not like the GTC Bentleys that you see now. You see all over the place down here in Naples. It's very unique. I don't know all the stats on it. I know it hasn't been built. They don't make many of them, I should say. Very limited production. And we do a lot of work on these as well. So there's the modern version of the 6.75 liter engine. There's a giant carbon fiber engine cover that covers all of this. I should say most of it. Hand built and signed with a signature plaque here. This one did develop an oil coolant leak at the timing cover. That means every piece of this has to come off to access the timing cover. And in this case, it's the water pump housing where it meets the timing cover. It's two sections. It's kind of hard to explain, but we might get some pictures of this when it comes apart. We're just waiting to get the parts for it before we take it apart the rest of the way. Say part one more time. You guys do more parts. But that's it. It's a beautiful car. Twin intercoolers, twin mass airflow sensors. This engine was carbureted way back, like in the two Rolls-Royce Silver Shadows. I have two Series 1s. Practically worthless at this point. They just don't have any value. They're so difficult to maintain. Then it went to CIS fuel injection with a big turbocharger on it in the Bentley 8 back in the 1980s, 88 I think. And it morphed into this beauty, this twin turbocharged, twin intercooled monster, 6.75 liter. Great machine. And they just retired it this year. I think this year. So there it is, the 2009 Bentley Azure. So, what else do we have up here? We're starting something new this year. We're going to offer our customers cars for sale. We're going to help them sell them. This is really the first one. Really good customer of ours. This is a 2006 911S. It's a 3.8 liter automatic transmission. Really decent car, 80-something thousand miles on it. We just put some tires. I'd have to look at the service records. We just got it. Runs great. Top works great. We just did new cylinders. We're going to take some videos of it underneath, on top, inside, so everybody gets to see everything. We'll have a couple more cars for sale in the future. That's not really our business. We're not salespeople, but the customers always ask, where do I go to sell my car? I don't want people coming to my house. So, we'll try to sell them. We'll put them on the website and show you guys what we have. And if anybody's interested, let us know. Just shoot us an email or even in the comment section. We'll take a look. I think this one's going to be going somewhere around 40 in that ballpark. But we'll know more when we get it up, and we'll take some videos and see. I have to check the condition of the brakes and belts and everything. But that way you'll know what you get if you're interested. But that's something that we're going to be doing this year. More and more different kinds of cars. Let's see. My cameraman slash editor, chief editor, by the way, just got himself a new car. Pretty obvious I'm paying him too much. I don't have a new car. This is my car. This 928 project hopefully we'll get to this year. I would like a nice car to drive too. I bought this car out of Michigan. I had to have it. This is obviously, somebody did this. It's horrible with the black, but we're going to rebuild this car too. Manual transmission, which I like. So I remember taking the plastic off the seats on these cars. So maybe we'll get to this project this year too, I hope. And in through the front door. Speaking of 928s, this car is my neighbor's car, Kurt, from Kurt's Automotive. The guy's amazing. He's got great ratings, great reviews. He's one of the best in the business and one of the kindest people that I've ever met. I rent this space from Kurt, and he took a chance. He said, I was just getting started. I got away from another place I worked. It was terrible, doing Ferrari restoration, and he bought this 928 because he always wanted one. He never had time to get it fixed. He kept buying parts but could never get it done. So we stole the car from him without him knowing it. He's out of town, so we're gonna get this car done for him. He has all the parts, don't have to worry about anything. So we're just starting to put that together now. I'm gonna work on it tomorrow, even New Year's Day. But take a look. We're doing. He bought the car in pieces. The guy that bought the car or sold the car was working on it, but then they were moving. He didn't have time to finish it. So Kurt bought it because he loves 928s, just like me. And we're going to get this done for him because I feel I owe him a debt of gratitude for all he's done for me here. What else we got? The 914. I'm not even going to tell you about the 914. That has been a serious issue with this car, the engine, everything else we did. There's just a little glitch here and there that it just, I don't want to talk about it. Anyways, 280 SL. This project is going to be finished up this year. Interior is coming back from California. We had already had the wood done. I can't do this kind of work, so we sent this to a guy, Igor. Beautiful work. He's also going to do the woodwork in the 280 SE outside that we showed you a while back. Really nice stuff. In the injection pump, the interior, we're going to do the carpets when all that stuff comes back. We can put the dash in, put the wood in, then we can get the windshield back in. Injection pump is back. I haven't had time to put it in yet, but we're going to get the injection pump in and running well. So that's coming up here this year. The 911 Turbo project, or 1977, I haven't touched this in probably 3 months, and the owner would really like to have it back. So we're going to be pushing on that. I have to finish the wiring harness on the engine. We have our dune buggy up front there, which is really a street buggy. Excuse me. That's going to be a custom, even though it's just tubes, we're going to do some really fun stuff with it. And we'll get that back to him hopefully next year. And our 51 Chevy pickup project. That's air suspension and everything. I think, and I know we mentioned this before, but since it's still here, end of the year, um, we have to get this car running and driving. We'll do more videos on that. Get the suspension working, whatever electronic stuff we're going to do to it, so he can drive it in its current condition, not painted or anything like that. He wants to just sort of see if it's something, what he wants to do next, basically. So he'll drive it for a month or so, come back and say, can you change this, change that, and it's going to be an ongoing project. So that's going to be another video we're going to be doing. So if any of these other cars interest you, those videos will be coming up next year, but you'll always have the Saturdays for your cars. You guys are my main audience, and I appreciate you watching. That's the end for today. Happy New Year. Thanks for stopping by and let me ramble on about all the junk we have in the shop here, and the good stuff too. A big thank you to Jeff Gress. Jeffrey, thank you so much. This is such a big help. I'm going to let the customer see this video, let him know that people care about his car and what we're doing here. Hopefully he'll appreciate it. I'm sure he will. So that's it. End of the year. Subscribe, please, everybody that just caught a look at this place. Lots of good stuff coming up. We're trying to get a big building where we can have our body shop involved. I know I mention this every time. I'm just so excited about getting it done. That's hopefully in the future, maybe next year. But that's it. Like, subscribe. It's great. The comments are great. You guys are awesome helping us out. I could go on for hours, but I'll end it here. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next year.